Yo guys, what's going on? So today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a low poly Christmas tree inside of Blender. Okay, cool. So let's go hop over to the PC. So I have a simple reference image. So you can just go Shift A, image reference, and then I'm just going to go find it. Okay, cool. So I have my reference image. So I'm just going to Alt R to reset the rotation, and then RX90, and then just drag it back on the Y. So that's just to get it like further back. Then I'm going to change your opacity to something lower. So you just click on this little image tab, opacity, and then change the number. Okay. So this is just a simple reference image, just to get a kind of general idea of what I want to make. Okay. So then next off, you just go add Shift A, mesh, circle, change this to like 6 vertices or something just low, and then you can just go to edit mode, S to scale down. So I'm going to drag it down, C there, scale it in, drag it up, GZ. Maybe just drag this up, and then maybe just scale this bottom one down. Okay, that looks okay. So I'm just gonna go add in a Shift A, mesh, circle, and then I'm going to drain this to maybe like 8 vertices because it's a bit bigger than the stump. So go to edit mode, tab, GZ, or even just in object mode. So I'm gonna rotate it. So make sure you're in object mode, yeah. And then with this, we're going to just go select some of the vertices like this, so you can see, and then just G and Z twice to make it on the local. Select this. Okay. And then, actually, before we do that, just extrude ZZ and then scale down and then do the same thing. So you could actually just do it with all of them. So like there, G, Z, Z. Okay. And then you could even like scale it in. So just slightly, okay? What you're going to do is you're just going to Shift D and then drag them up like this, just so we can get like a kind of base for what we're going to need. Okay, so now we're going to just start moving these because the tree doesn't need to be very precise. If it looks more random, better. So I'm just moving it like there, and then it's going to follow kind of the reference image like this. Okay, I mean there's both sides of it like that. Let's do the same thing over here. Yep. Okay. Maybe do the same thing with this one. Select there. And then you could just like randomize the rotation on the Z axis. And then just scale down the Y. And then you can select the top ones, SZ0, so that we can flatten them out. Like this. And yeah, so they're good. This one, I'm just going to like drag down. You can see like just like the reference image. And then you can see I can just go extrude up like this and scale it down like that. Do the same thing with this one. So let's just move it, scale it, and extrude, scale. Okay, and you can see the top one up there. So let's just go Shift A, circle. Let's change it to 6 because it's just a lot smaller than others. So just randomizing a bit, and then just extrude, scale, and then just F to fill it. You can also add like another edge loop if you want to like taper it off. And then just scale Y, scale Y. Maybe drag it down, I don't think it's... Okay, that looks good. So now, what we can do to kind of join them together is we can just go select all of them and then press Control, also select the bottom one, Control J. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna select like this edge, like this. I just went Shift, or I just went Alt right click, and you go Shift Alt right click, or select button. So if you're allowed to click select, you use left click, and then just press F like that. Or if you have the loop tools add-on, which is go to edit preferences, add-ons, and loop tools, just go Control E if you're using right click W. I'm not sure what it is if you're left click select, but yeah. So there, whatever, we'll just fill it in like this. Okay, so maybe it'll work this time. Okay, cool, that's fine. So maybe just select this inside ring and just drag it up further. And then if you want, you can add like edge loops into them to add just slightly more detail. like this. And then that also means we can like drag these middle pieces up further. So basically we're just joining them together just so that there's no, what's it? We're just joining them so there's no, like, if you go from underneath, there's no, like, very big holes and stuff like that that you shouldn't be there. Okay, so there, that works. And then you can do it like the last bit, but just go Control J between the tree and the stump, and then just do the same thing. Loop tools bridge, okay, or maybe, oh, there's a different amount of vertices, okay. Well, their thing seems to look okay, cool. They just made some triangles, but it's fine. It's at the bottom. Okay, so let's add some simple materials. Let's press new, changes to like a green color, in, so like there, it's like a darker, desaturated green. Okay, so I'm just turning the roughness up. There you go. And then just select the stump, press plus to add a new material, and change this to like a wood color. That's basically just a dark orange. And you press sun, drag up the roughness as well. So you can change colors of those if you want. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to add some. Yeah. Okay. So next off, you want to add some decorations, obviously, because you don't want to just leave it like this. So we're going to go add some little like bubbles. So let's go make a like a new an edge group. So we select all of these edges at the like the edges of the trees, and then we press plus, okay, and press the sun, and then now you can go to the particle system tab like here, press plus and hair. So let's change it to something low like 10 maybe, and then change it the field weights, no, vertex groups density to group, okay, and then let's go render, change to object, and then we're going to go add a arcosphere, change the subdivisions to 1, okay, so we can drag it off the side, and then arcosphere, okay, so you can see it's a bit too big, and then maybe we can just set it to like this, so go back to the vertex group and assign, okay, so let's just deselect these edges, because they then start spawning underneath, okay, so there, that's fine. And then we can change the source. Let's just use, actually, yeah, this can actually work. So we select these edges again, sun, control, we're going to leave it like that. And then change the particle system to vertices. So then it only spawns on the vertices, and then maybe make it advanced. Yeah, okay. And we can just drag up the number, drag the scale randomness up. So just random sizes. And then you can change the seed if you want to get like a different random thing. We can remove some later if we want. And then we can just select this little arcosphere, go new material, so go to shading. And what you're going to do is you're going to go add a object info node, okay? And then add a color ramp. And that's all you kind of need to change colors. So you can just go add the color ramp into the color and then random into fac, okay? So what happens now is it will assign a random color for each one over here. So you can see, so like some of these are black, some of them are white. So what we can do now is we can go give it like a blue, a red, and if you want, you can change this to constant, so it will only have like one of like the colors, no random colors. But yeah, so there. If you want, you could make them like shiny and metallic. Some more blue in here. Okay, let's just add some more colors. Green, maybe add like a light blue. Okay, that's okay. I think I'm going to mess around with the seed a little bit to get, and then maybe as a render, change the scale randomness slightly. And then you can just change the scale if you want. Okay, that's looking good. Cool. So once you have something that you kind of like, so you can just mess around with the seed until you get something that looks good. Actually, that looks better. And then to add the star is all you're going to do is go add a circle, change this to 5 vertices. So you can see we have a 5-sided thing. And then just go search F3 or space. If you have to just search, just look it up what you have. And then just go search for extrude and then extrude individual faces. We're going to have faces, extrude on the Z axis like this, and then do the same thing. So extrude individual faces, and you can see it like that. So we're going to change this to actually let's just do that again. So F3 extrude individual faces. So let's make it long enough. Okay. So now we can just go join this together. So F. Okay, and then you're just going to select each point of the star, and then just go change this to individual origins, and then just scale them down. Okay, and we can change it back to medium point, and then like scale this down. And I'm going to rotate 180, so we have it pointing up. Maybe scale this middle thing back up again. So yeah, cool. So then we can just rotate 90, rotate 90 Y. X, yeah, okay, and then we're just going to drag this and put it on top of this tree like this. Okay, so we can just go add a new, you could even make this like an emission because it's like the shiny star on top. So like there, and then add some blue. Okay, so there, so I'm just going to delete the reference image, and then you can see this arcosphere, so we're just going to hide it like that. So I'll just hide it from the view and the render. Okay. And there you go. That's how to make a simple tree. By the way, if you want, you can go click on the video right here on how to make some presents for this tree. Yeah, cheers.